All right, so this year has started like the last one pretty much, where I got corona early February. But this time I got sick in the very beginning of the year. So from beginning of January, I wasn't able to do any sports for 6 weeks. And I just started to get back into the swing of things last week. Year to date, I have 550 kilometers in cycling. Yeah, of which last week I did 300 and odd kilometers. So pretty much I have just started my year in cycling. It just took me 6 weeks to get back into a healthy state, and I already lost patience in the fourth week, where I forced myself on the indoor trainer to do some exercise, and well, I thought my body would obey, which of course it didn't. Of course, I mean, surprise. Um, I coughed my guts out, and well, it wasn't very enjoyable, and I would not recommend it. But I just lost my nerves after 4 weeks or 3 weeks. In the fourth week, I just had to do some exercise. All right, and then it took another two to 3 weeks so that I can now really get back into sports. And I just did some easy cycling last week. I also did a kind of an interval unit just to see how my body would react, and it's fine again. So I still have a slight cough, but I think that's more in my head, because I have been coughing for so many days and weeks. Um, yeah, I have to get that. I have to get rid of that. But um, regarding the heart rate and the power that is in my legs, how they feel, how they react to the training, I'm back in the on the path of virtue. um, Important thing I realized is that I am too hooked on sports, and especially on cycling, and I really had a hard time not to do any sports in 6 weeks. So except of my attempt in the fourth week, but that was not really sports, because that was more of an attempt to get back into sports. So 6 weeks I was pretty much doing nothing, no cycling, no sports. But then I realized that it's there's more to life than just sports. Even though it's such a big part of me and of my identity, and I started to look for alternatives, and realized that I pretty much have always been like hooked on reading, and I've been reading a lot. I also used a lot of just silly things to kill time, like social media, TikTok, and short videos, and watched a lot of YouTube and so on. Which is sometimes I feel it's inspiring, and I gain some insight, or even just entertaining. But most of the time it's none of the above, and I just use it as a default mechanism to kill time. So I've gotten much more aware of the silly habits I ingrained over the time. My awareness of those habits just increased, and I was able to curb them a little bit, but not being 100% consequential. Yeah, and I've took up reading, and I played a lot of piano, because that's also something I like to do. Just if I usually I play some piano and do a lot of cycling. I'm a piano playing cyclist, and in between, sometimes I read a book or read magazines, or something like that. During the past 6 weeks, I would rather consider myself somebody who reads a lot and sometimes also does some sports or tries. And also, yeah, my piano playing has benefited hugely from not being able to do any sports. But the balance is shifting right now, and I was fully aware of it that it might swing back. Yeah, I will definitely be more aware how much of my identity is placed on this sports thing. And I also want to do some other stuff, which I will put in here as well, because it's also, yeah, part of me. And I've already done a review on a book by Jan Frodeno, and I will do another one, or I might do another one, because I just finished Open by Andre Agassi. It's his biography, and I really enjoyed that book. Andre is a special personality, yeah, and I might do a review on that. That should be interesting. Yeah, that I gained a lot of insights about tennis, about the life of a pro tennis player. Just was a fun read. I can definitely recommend the book. All right, so much for now. I will try to do this on a regular basis. I will not promise anything. I just want to have a documentation for the aftermath of how I got back from this stretch of absence from cycling, and how I motivated myself, and how I was able to gain a decent form again. If I manage to reach my goals, then I'll be back in good shape, probably around May, June. So let's hope for the best. Last year it was a miracle. So I was sick with Corona in February, and it took me a long time to get back in my former shape, or even better. But that's not the main thing here. But I'd like to be able to cycle a lot and to do some tours, maybe like last year from here to Bavaria to Munich. Yeah, let's see what this year holds for me, and I'll do my very best to get back in shape and let you be part of it. Yeah, that's it. See you next time.